Eating places, cafes, pubs. We're not big restaurant freaks. I think we only got one, what would be termed a real restaurant in. We won't be doing the highly dramatic 7 places you must eat in Tasmania. This is just our experience, what we liked, and a few of the places we ate. From small takeaway cafes up to those hotels. I think the one restaurant we ate at was the one at the Iron House Brewery. It seemed a bit more formal, a bit more flash, but given that we're camping there for free, always like to leave some money behind. At the end of it, it all points to one particular town of really high value. And remember, value is not price. And I seek value expenditure. Value started early. That meal in Deepwater caught us a bit by surprise. $60 for 2 meals. And we had to ask for the doggy bag. And it truly was 4 full meals. So $15 each is not too bad. The buffet on the Spirit of Tasmania out of the Tasmania Market Kitchen, I'd go across and back just for that. I rarely see it mentioned, but it's a great feed. Maybe not as value-packed as some others, but beautiful setting, heading out in the late afternoon, early evening, watching the world go by through the porthole as you knock over a feed. And again, we were lucky, I suppose, when we travel, not too many people. I've heard some full boats heading over of late, so it'd be packed. I wouldn't enjoy that at all. St Helens RSL was a good one that comes to mind. Can't remember what we had there. I think I might have had roasts and my wife may have had curried prawns, but it was a memorable experience. The Iluka Tavern in Coles Bay. It moved to the top of the fish and chips zone pretty straight away. Another huge meal for, I don't know, $32 each, I suppose. I can't remember the price. Probably too much for us. These meals are really big, but it was very enjoyable. One of my favourites, the fish van down at Caravanning. Now we ate there twice, a lunch and a dinner. Moved fairly quickly into the top area of fish and chips. Good food at good prices. And you can eat outside, look out over the water if you so desire. It remains in the top 3 fish and chips for the whole trip. I'd go back there again in a heartbeat. Hotel Bruni, wasn't this place busy, and we were just in September. Actually, we were still in August. Can't imagine it would be a shit fight royale once the season kicked off. Again, I went with the fish and chips. Chips were fantastic, possibly the best I've ever had. Fish had a bit of a tang to it, and I figured that was my problem. I should have asked what type of fish they were cooking up and what properties it may have had. Just wasn't my style. Nothing wrong with it. I should have asked further. Southport Tavern. It probably rounds out my top 3 of fish and chips. I don't usually have flathead, but the flathead that they served up was really good. Very professional place. Some great photography around the walls. Again, I'd go there once more. Geefston Bakery deserves a mention, and I'll probably end up missing out a few bakeries that deserve a mention. There's some good ones there, but we ate there a couple of times. It's just a bit rustic, as is the Cressy Bakery, but we had a couple of good feeds there. Smithton, obviously spending 5 days in Smithton, the home of McCain's potato chips in Tasmania. We dined out on more than one occasion. The Cottage Kitchen Bakery, outstanding. Outstanding bread, outstanding pies, great value. We had a couple of feeds there. We ate at the Hungry Ears Pizzeria. We ate at Sadie's once, and we got a couple of takeaway salad rolls to eat out in the bush when we did the Tarkines from Sadie's. $6.50 each, for, $13 for lunch for 2 of us. Astonishing value. The Bridge Hotel in Smithton. Now this was an experience. I do have a seniors card, but only just. It was still at home. I didn't take it. They looked at me and branded me a senior and banged me into the seniors deal. It's actually really quite embarrassing. I'm more than happy to pay. $22 got me the roast of the day, quite a large feed, and then dessert, and on top of that a $10 voucher for their bottle shop. I appreciate there's some promotional activity going on in amongst that, but really astonishing feed, and I felt sick for days for having eaten so much. Maybe not days, but I had to punish myself a little bit when we got to Stanley. Walk up that nut. The whole town of Smithton, my award of value town dining experience. Very interesting, way up there, northwest. Seabrook Hotel in Somerset, similar deal to the Bridge Hotel in Smithton. portion size is a bit less, but that's fine. The less you eat, the longer you can last until you have to go up a shirt size. Of course, we ate at a lot more places than that. They're the ones that just come to mind of being either outstanding food, but generally, me being me and us being us, we're looking for value. You know, we dined from a roadside weekend kebab outfit in Longford, the Evandale Cafe, also very good. And probably the nicest place we dined at was the Ironhouse Brewery restaurant. We dined at Salamanca Markets, that was great. Fish and chips beside the Mersey River one evening in freezing Devonport. Invigorating experience. Just got to make sure your chips don't get too cold. Many other places. None disappointed. You know, we're just as happy with the simplicity of the sausage and bread, a bit of onion on it. It's I don't like wasting time sitting down waiting for restaurant meals and stuff to turn up. Just not me. Just like to keep moving. The big bakery winner then is the Cottage Kitchen in Smithton, closely followed by the St Helens Bakery, and they were the two best breads we bought, as well as well-priced meals, pies, burgers, that sort of thing. Well, no burgers in Smithton. They sell their buns to Sadie's and you can go and get them over there. Deepwater also rates a great bakery. And remember, it's open from 1:30am, so if you're thundering down the highway in your B-double or your Honda Civic at 2am, you can just call in and get yourself pie, coffee, and perhaps a cream donut. Number one in pub meals again in Smithton at the Bridge Hotel. Gonna be hard to beat. It'll be first on my list when we go back to Smithton, if we go back to Smithton. Followed by the Aluka Tavern in Carl's Bay. Cafe style, takeaway places. Fish Band and Tribunner, outstanding. Clear winner. With Sadie's in Smithton, the runner-up. Not so much for their dine-in meals. We did dine in there. It was okay, but not great. But the salad rolls that we took away to eat in the bush, again, outstanding. And price, $6.50. Of course, we ate out at a lot more places than that. They're the ones that just come to mind. That's how we saw it. Again, no recommendations. I don't do recommendations. The Tasmanian Market Kitchen on the Spirit of Tasmania. A lot of people think that's expensive. Each to their own, I guess. So we're coming to the end of Tasmanian stuff, which is good. Be good to be able to do something else or nothing at all. I might run through some of my budgeting ideals because maybe some people will pick up some stuff. I don't know. I am pretty good at budgeting. Been doing it for a long time and do it a little bit differently, I think, than most. I'm searching for a different set of ideals. Anyway, till next time, adios.